Hey, great Tuesday evening. Sorry, we're a minute late. Trying to catch the vote that's going on. Your volume's up, Frankie. Trying to catch the vote from the BISD meeting, and again, a lot of individuals were out there sending some questions, and I guess a lot of individuals are kind of surprised that we actually knew what was going on at the time. But again, guys, you have to understand a couple of things. A lot of these people are just so very easy to predict. It's not a matter of rocket science. It's just a lot of it is very very guessing. There was a lot of stuff that was talked about at the meeting that hopefully we'll be able to go over going on at the time. But again, I think that was mine. Hopefully we'll be able to go over and have a little discussion on. And uh, it's been just a very very rough day, guys. It's been a very very rough day, and it's been a very rough day because usually I come on here and I'll say, hey, it's been a great day in the city of Brownsville. The weather's nice and blah blah blah. And despite the fact that the weather was nice and we did have a más o menos decent day, it's very very disheartening, guys. To be up and about, and it seems like we're just in another time, in another world. Frankie, have the numbers come in already from Cameron County?
I didn't see them a few minutes ago, but I will keep on looking. We did get Hidalgo County's numbers, which is very alarming, and we'll get into the details in regards to that. But no, as of right now, Cameron County has yet to release the numbers.
Yeah, it's very very disheartening, guys. We posted up the numbers earlier as soon as we had heard that the Hidalgo judge was going to make mention in regards to what was going down up there. It's just very, very, very telling, guys. It's very, very telling. I'm going to suspect that we're going to have somewhat the same type of numbers down here as well. I mean, not sure, but that's just the way it looks that it's going to happen, guys. I mean, all of a sudden, it's just, I don't know. I just think that we're experiencing a tidal wave. One of the things that I was trying to post today was also how slowly all these stores, all these bars, all these places were opening. I'm sorry I'm late, guys. Frankie, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. It's a great Tuesday. I've been busy as can be. I always thought working from home at Osmo was going to be so much fun, but it just adds so much stress. Everybody's calling me on the phone like never before. I would just have maybe 2 or 3 phone calls a day. Now it's 50 phone calls a day. So it's keeping me busy. How's it going, Jennifer? Hey, Paul. But I'm glad to be here. We have Michael Rodriguez on for tonight. We have a lot of information. The governor had a press conference earlier today. Is very, very telling. A spike in numbers locally and in San Antonio and throughout the United States. So, so I'm glad to be here at Osmo. Can't wait to have Michael on.
We appreciate Michael coming on, guys. Again, one of the things that we'll start off with the governor's press conference, or I don't know, informing of the state. I don't know what you want to call it anymore, but I mean, I don't think we learned anything new. I mean, the governor comes out and says, "Hey, guys, wear your face masks," and immediately, and I did like a double take. I said, like, "Guys, this is exactly what you're saying?" This is so frustrating. Yes, it's okay to be that dumb. Okay, 65 new cases today. Let me tell you. But it's very frustrating. It's like they're trying to. It reminded me so much. Hey, Raymundo, it's reminding me so much of this corrupt board and this stupid superintendent. They're always trying to find somebody else to blame. There was a little meme out there that the mayor was trying to blame it on the young kids, not practicing social distancing. Guys, when we get mixed signals from leadership, we're going to get a lot of confusion out there. And I'm sorry, man. They need to man up and take responsibility for the inactions and the stupid actions that they've taken that have caused us to be in this dilemma that we're in. Is Michael going to be reporting from the Walmart jury? We go, hey, Bob, Jamie, guys, take responsibility. Governor Abbott, take responsibility. You were the one that could have kept the mandate in regards to the face coverings. Keep it. ¿Qué le costaba? What was the big deal? Keep it going. But no, he was the one that said, nope, you can't enforce it. Let them enforce it. Let them keep it. Now they're trying to backtrack and go back and say, well, maybe having face masks wasn't such a bad idea. Well, duh. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? Wait. Let me.
Alpha Pups.
I'm not playing around no more.
Oh, we were talking about that.
No. Yeah. I'm ready for battle. Let's go.
Michael, did you get a chance to hear the governor's press conference?
No, I was actually working, but I did see what everybody was kind of riled about, that he blamed the youth, that they don't listen. But that's the numbers we're seeing, right? The 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, like you and me, Erasmo.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't, like, up until last week, I didn't know not one single person that had the coronavirus. I know about 10. They all have one thing in common, and they all went out to the bars.
Yeah.
They all did it. All of them.
Well, it's not even funny, because we sort of knew that this was going to happen. I mean, we saw the videos that were posted out there in regards to all the different bars and the amount of individuals that they have out there. It's not surprising to anyone that followed it, Mike. I mean, anyone could tell that it was going to happen. I mean, estaban hasta el tope. Ibiza Bar came out with videos. My friends at Adolios came out with videos and said, goodness gracious, guys, are these like children of Minerva Peña or what? What's up, Frank? Do they also think that it's a hoax?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't blame the bars for opening. I do blame them for maybe not opening the way the government wanted them to open. Right? The governor said open 25%, they go to 50%. I don't know how packed they were. I didn't see any videos, but they were packed. Pues ahí está la cosa. The thing is, we're self-conscious when we're sober, right? We take our precautions. We don't touch our face. We don't shake hands. 5 drinks into it, you're going to be hugging people.
I'm going to be hugging a lot of people, let me tell you.
I thought.
But Michael, I mean, there was no way for anyone to expect that these people were going to maintain that social distancing, man. There was just no way. Frankie, what? What?
It's disheartening whenever I hate it whenever everybody blames somebody else. People in leadership positions need to take action. They need to be held accountable. In my opinion, Texas opened up a little bit too soon. I'm all in favor of businesses making a living, but it's been apparent that we haven't been following the recommendations. And we do see, the age groups that have seen a rise in numbers. And just for today, I believe there were, hundreds of cases up in San Antonio. I believe they're in the 400s that tested positive today. Hidalgo County came up with 140 plus cases with 3 deaths. We've had Dr. Eder Hernandez post on his page. He's also tagged us, I believe, that, him alone, he's gotten 50 plus cases in one day. He mentioned how Chili's, an individual contracted this virus through a pickup order at Chili's. So again, this is a lot more contagious that we or that anybody originally thought of, guys.
Well, I mean, the bar scene was pretty bad. I mean, the bar scene was bad. It was impossible. No one was going to adhere to the 25%. No one was going to adhere to have people not sit at the bars. It was impossible. They weren't going to enforce it. And every single case that started to come out positive out at the sports park came from. And no, it's worse. it didn't necessarily start coming out from people that went to the bar. It came from employees at the bar. I mean, we supposed 5. Adolios had some. Uh, we know that Doghouse had some. They even had a constable at the door test positive. 80s also closed. Shenanigans also had positives. I mean, every single bar that you can mention, guys. I mean, is there a bar out there that hasn't tested positive? Employees or staff people out there? Anyone know of anyone?
I mean, I'm sure there is. There's some bars that are open that, or maybe they just haven't come out to light, right? But I mean, the bar scene. It's not that Texas opened up too early. I don't think it is, and I'll tell you why. Because if you go to the mall, because I've gone, they're adhering by, they're following the guidelines. They have a line outside waiting. A certain amount of people go in. When some people walk out, some more go in. But that's not what's going on at bars. And what do you do at bars? You socialize. You say hi to people. You hug people. You give them a kiss on the cheek. You're a little bit, 5 drinks in. You forget that you're supposed to wash your hands when you go into the restroom. I mean, seriously, that's what happens at bars. I see it all the time when I go to a bar. People go in, they don't wash their hands. That's just what it is. Hand sanitizer.
I also heard cases at Osmo of Gold's Gym, individuals at UTRGV. So this is something that is affecting everybody and everywhere. So I'm getting mixed feelings. People have been telling me, oh, maybe this is something that we do need to go through in order to build up a stronger immune systems. But then, yesterday, Michael, we had somebody in Hidalgo from the city of FAR. She was in her mid-40s who died. And, originally we had heard of a lot of elderly people and some children being heavily affected by this. So it leads me to believe that we're all susceptible, young, old, middle-aged, to possibly, I'm not sure if she had any complications, any other complications. But, it's something to think about. It's something to be worried about. And then we have the governor, he kind of made it seem like if it's nothing to be alarmed about. But then again, I believe it, Osmo, and you correct me if I'm wrong, the hospital beds here locally are to capacity or pretty close to it. Is this the time to freak out? Maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, again, that's the information they received, that they were hasta el tope. And then some people came on and said that they weren't. But again, guys, I'd rather trust that they are hasta el tope because of all the different cases that are coming in. Now, part of the problem, Michael, is, again, we're not getting told all the truth. It's like, I went to a restaurant tonight, and while I was sitting at the restaurant, because it was Mama's birthday, while I was sitting at the restaurant, I got a text, hey, that restaurant came out with positives. And I'm going like, what? I said, what do you mean? And we're like, I'm right here.
And did y'all go eat without me?
Huh?
Did y'all go eat without me?
Maybe.
Oh my God.
GPI,
man. GPI. Crazy. But guys, is Michael, do you think that this is going to be our new norm from here till God knows when? Michael, do you think that we should be, Isidro, our friend from Corpus, he had a question right now. 4th of July is just around the corner, Michael. Is this something that we should be worried about? There's a big activities going on at the island with the fireworks, with the boats, with the people hanging out and having a good time. Would you personally take your family out for an event out at the island right now with all this going on?
Well, here's the thing. If we go by CDC guidelines, right, what they're saying is, they're saying, it's not because of the protests. They were outside. So if we go by what they're saying is, if you're outside in mass numbers, then it's okay as long as you're not indoors in mass numbers. But would I take my family? No. My kids are not going outside unless it's here in the yard. We're just not going anywhere. I mean, that's just me, though. I have a mild asthma, so do I worry? Of course I do, man. I mean, I'm on that hand sanitizer all the time, all day. Am I at work? Yes, I am. I'm also at work. Do I see a lot of people? No, I don't. I see about 10, 15 people a day. So, and after each one leaves, I mean, hand sanitizer, sanitize the pants in case they sang with a credit card or anything like that. That's just what I've been doing at my shop.
I want to say,
But that's your personal choice, and not everybody thinks that way. We have a funny way of saying that slogan. Oh, no pasa nada. We have that mentality. So 4th of July is coming around the corner with 2 weeks. Erasmo, do you think it's gonna get even worse after that?
I mean, I just don't see how more worse you get than what we're going to probably be getting these next couple of days. I mean, it's just everything. It's just getting to the point that it's getting very frustrating because no one's adhering to social distancing. No one stays by themselves as much as possible. You still go to Walmart. You still go to HEB and las viejas fodongas con 20 huercos. Without any covering, no se tapan la panza, no se tapando la mendiga cara.
I don't understand that. When I have to go, and I've gone since in the last 3 months, probably 3 times to Walmart, or when my wife goes to HEB, we don't take our kids. I mean, I totally get this whole argument where, well, we have nowhere to leave them at, this and that. But do curbside pickup. I mean, you can plan ahead a week in advance, But don't take your kids out there. Don't expose them to that because you're self-conscious, right? You're not gonna touch your face. You're trying not to grab everything. My kids, they'll be licking the floor. My 3-year-old, he'll be licking the floor. I mean, that's just the way he is.
Well, let me tell you, it's just very frustrating, man, because no vamos a salir. And these are the same people that go out there and se llevan todo el carnezazo. There's no meat at Walmart, HEB, because they go buy all the meat because they're planning to have las carnes asadas. They're going to have like 40, 50 people at their house coming in and out. Y aparte se van a ir de ahí, se van a ir a los bars, whichever one's going to be open. And then we're just never going to get out. So, I'm not surprised that 4th of July is going to come. But by then, we'll be so impregnated by the Rona that it's not going to much matter. 4th of July is going to be like a cakewalk. Ya pa entonces, probably 75% of Brownsville is going to be infected with Corona. So, why does it matter anymore? I mean, a lot of times we're thinking like, cuando venga spring break, va a ser despapalle. No, just look at this past weekend. I mean, just look at this week. But, it's very frustrating. It's frustrating because, te la pasas acá diciendo, guys, please, we want to salir. We want to go back to normal. It's not going to happen while people continue to act irresponsibly. But as much as people say, Erasmo, you're always dissing on the school board, part of the problem are our elected officials, Michael. Our elected officials are just not doing enough. And they've given this false sense of security. And it's not their fault. Everyone's responsible. Te la paso. Everyone's responsible. But when you have zero leadership at the top, trying to redirect inappropriate behavior, no, but shut up. Yeah. I mean, it's madness.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. How many of these new cases came about from the graduation parties, right? All that we also experienced. We did experience a protest here that had about 300 people. We're gonna maybe experience another one on Saturday. Hopefully that gets canceled now that the city commissioner abolished that rock and sent it to the corner. So hopefully the mass congregations stop.
Well, you see, look, what Brenda says is very true. Unfortunately, not many businesses, adult daycares, and nursing. Look, I was just at Olive Garden right now. I was at Olive Garden because we're celebrating Mom's birthday. Supposedly, we go out there. And I'm sitting at Olive Garden, and I get a message. Guy, hey, and also just to let you know, Olive Garden threw out some positives. I'm going like, I'm sitting here in Olive Garden, And look, man, I want to have the option to choose to go to a place. If I'm going to a place, I'm going to go to a place that I don't think that there are any positives out there. But if there are positives, I want to have the right to say, no voy a ir porque ya se dijo que hay positives allá adentro. I want that. I want to be able to make that choice. You know,
Right.
I don't want that choice being made for me. So I want local business to be responsible and do what all these other places did once they found out they had positives. I want them to close. Michael, I want Walmart to close. I want Walmart to close. I don't want them to shove stuff under the rug. I don't. Adult daycares están así infestados de los viejitos, the most vulnerable, and there's already adult daycares with positives out there. There are. There are.
Well, what happens with restaurants and the bar scene, right? That it's a lot of the same people, right? The waiters that you get waiting on your table, they're in the same age group that goes out to the bars after their shift is done, and they have a few drinks. They come in contact with mass people, but we're seeing, in my opinion, in restaurants, a lot of high cases unless H-E-B and Walmart never reported it, because H-E-B and Walmart employees come into contact with more people per hour than the restaurants do. So unless they never reported it, something's going on with that same group, right? That they're still going to the bars after their shifts, or they're not washing their hands enough. I mean, while they're working, or something is happening there.
Well, they told me that the guy that got tested positive out at Home Depot also works at a bar. You know, has two jobs. So you know they're in that little age group again. It goes from or I can't remember which bar, but you know it goes from one bar to go work at another place. It's just a mess. But the same thing we were talking about the same thing in regards to nursing homes. Remember we were talking about nursing homes, how you know because of how our economic development is so horrible here, because we're so stagnant. You know, there isn't any money. So we've got an individual that works here at this nursing home and then has to go to work at this nursing home in order to make a decent living. So there's no one makes a decent living over here. No one except Michael Rodriguez. No one.
No, I struggle too.
Too much corona at the prisons. I'm not safe for me. Hope the judges agrees. I hope you get 10 coronaviruses, Sylvia. 10. People are to a point where they work so hard, it's about to crumble. Although they go, I'm not saying it's right, but would hate to be in their position. Tell everyone, don't hide it, clean it, homes. Yes, clean, Mr. Clean, Michael. We have Father's Day coming, and it's going to be a disaster. I mean, again, it's one thing after another. I'm still waiting. This week, we're going to start seeing the positive cases from graduation, Michael, from graduation. Now, let me say something in regards to the schools. You know, Los Fresnos was still going out there for conditioning. No, but now finally they canceled. I don't know what took Los Fresnos so long to finally shut it down when everybody else was shutting the program down. Goodness gracious, man. I mean, I'm surprised. And I usually like Los Fresnos, except for today. Why did it take them so damn long to close down the program? Close the program down. Now, with that said, that conditioning and training program should not have started in the first place. Should not have started. I mean, the kids are no social distancing. Even before the band went back, even before the conditioning and athletes went back, Michael, they sent kids acá a la Porter. Enviaron los huercos acá a la Porter y estaban hasta así, like this. No social distancing, no face coverings. And they were going to go sign out or something. I mean, I posted the damn pictures. The pictures! So there's pictures. I'm not lying. And what? What do? Oh, no, they don't learn the lesson. I know. We're going to have weight training and conditioning. What? We're going to bring the band students back. What? Are they stupid? No, are they stupid? Honestly? Are they that stupid?
And you know, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Our county judge hands are tied. Our mayor's hands is tied. You know, what is there to do? Obviously, there's not going to be another shutdown in Texas anytime soon. The numbers keep on rising at a very alarming rate. What options do we have? And again, we understand for sanity purposes, you know, we need to be out. You know, we need to be have that social interaction as human beings. But guys, do you have any suggestions of what could we do? Because obviously, Intocable is going to come at the island. That Michael, I'm sure people are gonna be there like crazy. So,
I'm not.
well,
That's how we go back. We go by the same thing, though, man. We gotta hold each and every single one of you guys accountable, and not just blame businesses or the governor. There's a virus out there. There's a virus that could potentially kill your parents or your grandparents or someone you love, right? Yourself, maybe included. Why are you risking it? Why are you still going out? Why are you going to go to a concert? Why are you going to go get a cocktail? I want a date night with my wife. I enjoy going out with my wife, but we haven't gone out. The bar's open. We didn't go out. We stayed here. Encerrados, ni modo. That's but the what? I'm sorry.
No.
The what?
Si quieres hablamos los dos a la misma vez. Go ahead. There's a lot of selfish people, guys. Too many selfish people. Look, I love Intocable. I mean, yo soy de Monterrey. I love Intocable. Me encanta Intocable. I'm trying to think of a song right now de Intocable.
I thought you said you were from South Coast.
Que se fue or something.
El amigo que
you
se
said you were from South Coast. Now you're saying you're from Monterrey.
Well, South Monterrey about the same thing.
Oh, de la Monterrey, que está aquí en Salmo.
Sí.
Monterrey tortillas, what is it?
Monterrey tortillas. No, guys, I said we guys just start thinking about doing something different. It's not working, guys. It's not working. Pero, it's at that point that, I mean, yeah, everyone for themselves, everyone for themselves. Y pues Dios los ayude a cada quien, pero we're not getting out of this anytime soon. Now, guys, look, the weight training was a mistake. They don't care about the students. They don't care about the staff. They don't care at all. So ya estamos ahí. Pero then you got the other stupids that are going to come and protest something that's not going to make an ounce of difference for our community. Michael, you saw the protest that they had over there at Linear Park. Estaban hasta así. Y allá andaba toda la gente política, imbécil, estúpida, que, they want that picture moment. Oh, they want to tell the kids that, yeah, we're out there. We're for, we're for the Black Lives Matter and everything else. We're woke. We're lit. We're whatever other words the kids use. Ahí estamos. Y ahí está el police department pasándoles aguas. Here, drink some water, guys. No social distancing whatsoever. No face coverings. Ay, andaba mi raza. I mean, and not worse. It gets worse. That was like a week and a half ago. It gets worse. We're going to have another one on Saturday. You know for what? For
a rock.
Rock. A rock.
Not the rock. Not Dwayne the Rock. No. A rock. Not the rock.
For a rock. A mendiga piedra.
Hey guys, what happened with the commission today?
They voted to remove the rock.
Remove it. Yeah.
Immediately remove the rock. Are they stupid? I mean, are they ignorant? Have they nothing flowing through their heads?
Well,
is that the biggest problem we have in the city of Brownsville? The stupid rock?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Are they going to bring back and try and rename the East Fronton? Because that one actually the people wanted to keep it. Oh, no, that one no?
Okay. The gringos wanted to keep it for the gringos.
Okay.
What happened? Now it's a gringo against Mexican thing. Pero la gente, the rock?
Well, the good thing, removing the rock, it's gonna bring back how many millions are missing at PUB? It's gonna bring that back already. It's gonna fix all their streets, removing that rock. Because everybody, obviously the protest of that evil rock, and that evil rock was what's making all of us live in poverty, making us all our leanness break and scratch on the potholes. It was that evil rock. So hopefully all that is gonna get fixed as well.
A rock.
Hey, again, Michael, we're making a challenge to people. Supposedly on Saturday, there are people from outside, some activists coming to protest. There's a very important hearing on Friday. We're making a challenge out to people to go protest outside the federal courthouse early morning. Let's see if we can make that happen.
I saw part of the board meeting. We'll talk about the more meeting in a little bit. Olive Garden curbside is the same. Employees are still touching your food. Hello. I learned about the positives while had my butt in one of the tables. And that table probably got positives because of my butt. Guys, a rock. Una piedra.
You know,
rock.
You know what annoys me though is all our local politicians posting up the numbers of the positive COVID-19, right? And saying businesses open too soon. Oh my God, take precautions. Oh my God, don't go out. Oh yes, let's go protest the rock. Oh yeah, you guys are okay. Well, what? Like, at least be consistent. You know, if you're gonna be telling people not to go to businesses, good. Don't go to businesses, but don't tell them not to go to protests as well. Because guess what? That's where you're gonna get infected as well. You're telling people don't go to the beach because there's a lot of people there. Don't go to businesses because there's a lot of people there. It's okay if you go protest. What? Like, am I missing something? Is something off? Or what's going on?
You know, it doesn't make any sense, man. It's a damn rock. It's a Sandy 572-1899. 572-1899. It's public record. It's a rock. A rock that Michael has not hurt you, Michael. A rock that has not hurt you, your family, your parents, any of your brothers, any of your children. It has not affected you in any single way, that rock. And I'm going to bet money that you haven't even gone and read the plaque on it. Michael.
Well, if anything, we've affected that rock during Sombrero Fest. I've seen a couple of people pee on that rock.
Oh, really?
I've seen it. Oh, yeah. No. That rock is 30. But because someone peed on it.
I go, stop seeing people taking pisses, Michael.
It's in the middle of a park.
Michael, stop looking at people taking pisses, Michael. It's not,
good. Hey guys, but I've heard of individuals who say before this came out in the news, I never knew that this rock existed or where it was located. So is it a good thing for people to be bringing attention to it with all this George Floyd incident that happened a month ago? Is it good to bring awareness to this, or is it something like, what do we achieve from this? What do you think, Michael?
Nothing. Well, how's your life going to be any better now? I mean, like I said, is it going to fix our potholes? Is it going to bring back the missing millions from PUB? Because when you ask about the millions, the commissioners tell you, let them investigate first. Okay, let's not rush to conclusions. But over a rock, let's get it out of there. It's like, wait, there's some other things that are more important, like missing millions of dollars. Where's that at? Nothing. I mean, come on.
Well, again, going back into my comment before y'all interrupted me, Michael, The Rock has never done anything to you, Michael. And you know what, Michael? It has not done anything to anyone in the city of Brownsville. Not a single one of its 250,000 inhabitants. Not a one. Nothing. Yet PUB steals 65 million from my people. 65 million. And not a single protest. Not one. 65.
It's not cool.
Huh?
It's not cool. It's not the end thing to do.
It's not woke. It's not lit.
It's not woke enough.
It's not fire or something. All stores to do the Chick-fil-A thing Sunday, but cleaning. Oh, yeah. Primo, I think that's a great idea. Pero quieren abrir todo lo que está más gente infectada. I went to your mom's place today, and you helped me. Luis, I'm here to serve you, my man. Only about 1% wanted the rock removed. Why? I don't think even 1%, Michael. I don't think it was even 1%. I think it was like 0.001%. I mean, no one cares here. How did you feel when Clayton's Beach and Bar Grill justified their business being open because of churches being open? This was when lockdown was still.
No, churches haven't been open. Not back then.
It's crazy. Dejen hablar al del medio.
I'm trying.
Where will people get food from if they close grocery stores? New York fixed themselves. They should be following their lead. If New York did it, this crap hole can do it as well. Those don't care. All they think about is money, not patience. Let me tell you, Nancy. I mean, I'm just surprised that as of right now, the county hasn't reported the other nursing homes here in the city of Brownsville. I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. We need her curfew. The city of Mission instilled a curfew, 12 a.m. to 5 a.m.
And Asmo, there was a post that I was reading from the Upper Valley challenging the city of Mission's curfew ordinance, going up against the governor reopening up the economy. Again, we have previously heard of our local elected officials, Michael. More importantly, our county judge, who has reached out to the governor's office. Do you think this is something that the city of Brownsville is going to try and do what Mission did, or is this something like that? It's not going to happen because we have no authority.
Well, we don't have authority. I mean, what can we do? They implemented it. If you don't want to follow it, you don't have to follow it. Then, in my opinion, what do you open yourself up to? Do you open yourself up to lawsuits later on if you stop people and maybe detain them? I mean, the governor has spoken and he blames the youth.
Yeah, because they're woke. You know what? But let me tell you, the governor is a little bit right. Because let me tell you, it is the youth that are going to these bars. It is the youth that are going to these events. It is the youth that they are making these stupid protests. And I'm sorry, guys, it's a stupid protest. And again, I respect everyone's right to protest, and I'm starting to get a headache. I respect everyone's right to protest. Everyone, if you want to protest, I respect your right to protest. But don't protest about a damn stupid rock when PUB is stealing $65 to $100 million of our people's money. The poorest people in the country, Michael. The poorest people in the country. And no one lifts a finger. The only one that wants to talk about it are the bloggers every so often and Erasmo every other day. Every other day. And that's it. Nobody cares. They lost $1.3 million, Michael. You know when the last time that I lost $1.3 million? Never.
I was about to say.
Erasmo, don't worry. That's what they have insurance for.
That is
Hey, you sound like your commissioner, Michael.
Isn't that what my commissioner said?
That is the stupidest comment to ever come out of city commission.
Don't worry, we have insurance for that.
Is that how stupid this lady is? Is that how stupid this person is?
Hey, she's my city commissioner, and I take it to heart you calling her something like that.
Oh, I apologize then? Should I apologize?
Well, she might do something to you at a pizzeria.
Oh, too soon. Erasmo, playing devil's advocate, wouldn't it be unfair for the governor to be blaming, the 20s and 30s, the people that are going out, when he took that authority away from our county judge and the mayor? It's easy for us, Michael. It's easy for me to blame you, but if I don't give you the necessary tools to be able to run a city, the way you see fit, and Erasmo has previously spoken about this. What happens in Houston, what happens in San Antonio, what happens in Odessa doesn't necessarily mean that it's affecting the same way in Brownsville, Texas. We have we live on a border city. Our neighboring country, Mexico, Matamoros, right now has seen a highly infectious rate at an alarming rate, just like Cameron County. So, Erasmo, would it be fair to say that the governor's at fault because he took away that authority that the county judge and the mayor once had?
No, well, I think the problem is that again, it's all politics, man. The governor is out there adhering because it's election year, and everybody wants Trump to come back into office. I want Trump just to send me another damn check.
Please,
Trump, send me a check, Papi Trump. I love you, Papi Trump. Papi Trump, please send me a check. But, and I hate that they're making these political moves. Now, the right thing to have done is empower the counties. Look, one of the things that we fight here in the United States is we fight the separation of powers, and we demand that power be given back to the states. Why can't the states do the same thing? Give some power, a level of power back to the counties, back to the municipalities, and let them govern themselves based on the need that they have with them. I mean, guys, I don't know about you, but I feel I feel that
Rona.
I feel the Rona.
Rona.
Guys, I really feel that I think that we are very close to having an outbreak here in the city of Brownsville.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. It's just at every single place out there, every single place, you start to see, as the people popping up, popping up positive here, there, everywhere.
Well, it's commendable. We've had bars, we've had restaurants say, you know what, Erasmo, I think they are even realizing that this is getting out of hand. Again, I repeat, Dr. Eder Hernandez had mentioned how somebody contracted the virus from a simple pickup order at a certain restaurant here in town. So again, this is very contagious, apparently. I would agree with Erasmo. Maybe the next 3-4 weeks, it's going to get even worse than what we were.
But that's also what I'm talking about. I mean, when it comes to local government, and when I say local, I'm talking about here in Brownsville.
Right.
Well, that's what ticks me off, right? That they bring out all these numbers, and they're saying, oh my God, we're rising in numbers. Please don't go out. This is why I didn't open up my own restaurant. This is why I kept it closed. But yet, they're planning a mass march, where you're inviting everybody to attend. And yet nobody speaks out on it. Nobody says, I don't want this march to happen because we're in a pandemic, not because it's not racism or it is racism or whatever. It's because we're in a pandemic right now only for that reason, and that's what I hate about our local politicians. Nobody has said that. Nobody has come out. They've come out and say, well, we have insurance. They've come out and said, don't go out of your house to businesses. But nobody has said, you know what, this march should not happen. And you guys are totally wrong to want to have a march against the damn rock, a rock, not the rock, a rock. You want to march against a rock during a pandemic? Well, then don't complain about numbers no more. I'm done with that. Sasuke, if you're not going to come out and say that that's wrong, I'm done. Don't mention any numbers. I don't care. Yeah, I'm done.
There's always going to be bigger issues to point to that than the rock, but might as well remove some stupid Confederate money. They need to remove you, Sylvia, and you're still sitting on the damn board. You're still on the board, Sylvia. Shut up, stupid. Shut up. Cost of living versus cost of tuition. It's crazy. The only thing that Osmo lost was his second chin.
I gained it.
Se lo pasé a Michael the old-fashioned way.
What's the old-fashioned way?
I don't want to ask.
We lost that money. Why are they building the new building? Because it's our money. It's our money.
Oh, there's always more money to come around. So don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Michael. There's insurance for that.
I'm not.
Okay, so who's going to set up the protest at PUB? Set up a pitada at PUB. Michael, you're the pitada king.
Vámonos. Pero chinga, ya vendí el Maserati, pero bueno, nos vamos en el otro.
In the Apple Mobile, it's a rock! A rock!
Hey, Andy.
County offices need to be closed and clean. I heard that a lot of positive cases out in Cameron County. A lot of again, pero mira, it goes back to the same thing. They try to keep everything a lo escondido. These are elected officials that try to do that. And let's go back to where this majorly all started with Veranda Nursing Home. If it wasn't for that voicemail that we received, we would have probably not found out about Veranda.
Right.
They would have probably said, no, everything's okay. Maybe one or two,
it is very alarming. Is there an outbreak here locally? our elected officials not wanting to see reality for what it is. Would this lead them to pressure the governor's office even more to say, hey, look, this is very bad. I believe Mike Pineapple just posted San Antonio or Bexar County. I'm not sure which one in particular, but they reported 430 some cases today. So again, Cameron County has yet to release their numbers. We are expecting anywhere from 50 to 40 to 60 cases. So is that something that we are going to be dealing with in the very near future? Are our elected officials going to turn a blind eye to this? Are they going to leave the courthouse, other essential operations up and running? It's only a matter of time. I would hope that our community's well-being is taken into account. If these places are hot spots, it's gonna get very bad. So I hate to say it, guys, but it's a wait and see game. Hey, Jacob, he's a candidate for Mercedes, the city of Mercedes. Jacob Howe, he's a great guy. So shouts out to Jacob and everything that he's doing for the city of Mercedes.
Hey, Jacob, great to see you, man. Jacob, it's a rock. A rock. Jacob.
Not the rock.
Not the rock. It's a rock. Don't let them take away your rocks. Jacob.
Oh, man.
Do the right thing, Jacob.
I mean, you honestly cannot make this stuff up. And, and I was having a conversation with a lady the other day about the rock and the protest. And this lady, I said, well, what do you agree with it or disagree? I mean, it's like, well, yeah, let them take it away. I'm like, okay. Are you religious by any chance? Like, yeah, of course, I'm very religious. Okay. Well, just don't be crying when they come for your statues of Jesus Christ and all these other statues, because you're opening up yourself to that. When they come for La Virgencita.
No. Wait, Michael, wait. No. And look, guys, listen to me, folks. Listen to me. No, but shut up and listen to me. Shut up.
You busted my eardrum.
Shut up. Guys, wait till Christmas. Wait till Christmas, guys. Guess what's going to happen in Christmas time? In Christmas time, no more nativity sets. No more levanta el niñito Dios. No more ovejitas. No more manger scenes. No more. You know why, Michael? Because people are going to get offended. People are going to get offended.
Oh, yeah.
No more Joseph, Mary, and the three wise men. Baltasar, Salazar, and the other Rata VIP.
This is why we say happy holidays now. We can't say Merry Christmas because people get offended because, that they never learned that old little chant of sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. They don't understand that. It's, oh my goodness. Oh, my feelings. Like,
Michael, so now we're more sensitive. We're trying to be politically correct. You had a post earlier today about a minority group.
You're racist
about Asians. If you ever said, a little skit,
Say it, Frankie.
Say it. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Chino Capones.
Come qué?
That's kind of racist.
Well, here's the thing. When you call all Asians, I have a bunch of Korean friends, and everybody calls them chinos. I mean, that's racist. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I actually have to work, so I don't have time to be just going back and forth. And, come on, people. There's a lot of these things. I mean, honestly, a lot of these things, like The Rock. I mean, The Rock, man. It's one of these things that I can't comprehend, and I really can't. And I understand your point of view that that he was racist and he owned slaves, and I understand all that. But where are we going to stop? Where is this going to lead us to? Because then you have the church, the Satanists coming down and say, you know what? I don't want no religious symbols out there because it offends me. And where are we gonna stop with this? Where are we gonna stop with all this?
Let me respond to Jose Colono Valles. Jose, again, I don't mind moving the rock. I don't at all. And I know, we've had our differences. I don't care about the rock. I've never even read the plaque on the rock. I don't care about the rock.
Yeah, me either.
What I care about is that there's other issues that directly affect you, Jose Colono Valles, affect you and affect your grandparents, your parents, your family, the gay community, the straight community, the black community, the Mexican community, the white community. There are things that affect everyone, and nobody protests them, man. No one goes out there and complains that PUB literally stole 65 to 100 million of our dollars. 65 to 100 million of our dollars. No one does a thing, bro. No one. They recently lost $1.3 million. Not a single protest. No one says anything. And that affects everyone. It's just a rock. A rock. A rock.
Is that about being stuck in the past? I mean, we can literally say the same argument for everything. Like I said, well, when they come for La Virgencita, hey, don't be stuck in the past. We're in the future now. We're woke. La Virgencita, ¿qué? You know, come on. Like you said, in December, don't put out baby Jesus out there. Don't be stuck in the past.
All issues can be addressed at the same time. Some of us do speak on those things, and people. Well, again, Jose, with all respect, and you and I have had our differences, bro. With all due respect, I have never heard or seen one single post that you've made, and you're an activist. You're an activist in the city of Brownsville. You mentioned yourself as an activist. Have not seen one single post denouncing PUB for stealing our people's money. Not one. And correct me if I'm wrong. Not a single one. So no, I don't believe that a lot of people here are all addressing all issues. They're not, because I've been yelling at the top of my lungs,
Literally
yelling at the top of my lungs, when millions of our tax dollars, were washed away, and your rates, your electricity rates, your family's electricity rates went sky high. Not a single protest, man. But you know what, bro? And I'm going to say this. Whenever anyone has an event here in Brownsville, I'm out there. You may not like me, but I'm out there supporting the events. I was out here at the event that y'all hosted downtown. I'm going to be out there supporting your event. I was out there against building the wall when that was going on over here at UTB TSC. I was out there as well. I just want all of us to come together. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Chino, Japonese. I don't care. I don't care. Sexual orientation. I don't care. I just want us all to start focusing on fighting for the right things here in the city of Brownsville, for fighting for the things that impact everyone. Because I'm going to say this again, 99.9% of the people in the city of Brownsville don't know a damn thing about the damn rock. They don't. But every single one of them is affected every month that they get the damn bill of PUB. Every single one.
Yeah, and the timing is way off. I mean, the timing cannot be more wrong. And it is wrong to want to go on Saturday and protest in a mass groups when we're seeing our COVID-19 numbers rise. I mean, it's just wrong. I'm not saying your cost is wrong. I'm saying it's wrong timing. If you believe in whatever it is you want to believe in, you want to take your time and protest in 100-degree weather, I'm with you. I'm not going to be there with you, but in spirit, I'm with you. I support you, man. That's awesome that you're doing that. But the timing is just wrong. It is. It's wrong. I'm sorry. It's not the right time.
Well, again, we're telling people social distance, wear face coverings. We just saw a protest a week and a half ago.
About a week and a half, 2 weeks.
No social distancing. So how is this next one going to be any better?
And I'll tell you one thing. There was no social distancing from the protesters, and there was no social distancing from the media covering the protests, because there was a bunch of media there, and they were all crammed together. There was no social distancing between any of them.
No, let me answer this real quick. Where's the question, Hugo? Isn't the FBI investigating the PUB case? They're investigating the 1.3 million. They are not investigating the 65 to $100 million, because that they did 100% legally. They screwed us over legally. But and the only thing that can be done is to go and vote them out. But guess what?
You can't.
Guess what? You already voted for people that promised you that they were going to look into Tenasca. They didn't do a damn thing. Nothing.
One of them is coming up for re-election this next year.
No, 3 of them are coming up for election next year.
But one of them who actually really ran on finding the Tenasca money is coming up.
Oh, Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Ben is coming up. But again, Rose Gowen doesn't care. The other one, Joel Mujia. I have not heard Joel Mujia say 3 words on that city commission since he got elected 3.5 years ago. Not 3 words, guys. 3 words. Something. Say something, brother. He's a friend of mine. I like Joel. He's a friend. Say something. Algo. At least Cowan is out there, support. And there's another one. Where were all these people? And Jose Ovalles, I know you're listening. Why didn't y'all go stand over there with the Fronton people when they tried to change the name of Fronton to that gringo family? Why? The McNairs. Just because they're politically connected? Just because Cowan is compadre and buddies de ellos? Where were the people protesting with my people at Fronton? I went up there to the meeting and I told them, I'm with you guys. I took a stand. I said, I'm with you. And I shared their posts. I shared their surveys. I shared their questionnaires. Where is everyone out there? There wasn't people out there.
Is
that racism?
It's not just a rock. When they take your hearts and minds, culture, and beliefs, your rights are next. How much corruption then? Melissa, nobody even knows about the rock, Melissa. The people that are going to come to protest this Saturday are from out of town.
And I'll tell you,
here, Melissa.
I'll tell you another thing. I mean, I think we have improved from the 1920s when it was established at Rock to now. I think we're better off. So how can you say they're coming for your minds and they're coming for your freedoms or whatever? Because we're not in the same spot. We're better. We're better as a people. We're better as a society. We are. That's just a fact.
Look, again, Melissa, I mean, I understand. Look, Melissa, I don't care about the rock. I don't care about the rock. It's a rock. I don't care about the rock. I mean, if it's gone tomorrow, and I bet you something, I bet you the city of Brownsville is going to have people out there tomorrow removing the rock. Tomorrow.
Is it going to a museum or where's it going?
They're probably going to piss it away. Who knows? But it doesn't matter. Again, they're probably going to be out there tomorrow. And think about it. Is that the most important issue for the city of Brownsville, Melissa? The answer is unfortunately no, it's not. We are the poorest city in the nation. We are the 4th least educated city in the country. The 4th highest unemployment in the area. I mean, we have no economic development growth whatsoever. And really, our zoo, we can't feed the koala bears. The koala bears don't have any food at the zoo.
Harold Baskins.
Melissa, we don't have food for our koala bears. Melissa, you're talking about culture. Our Camille Playhouse is closing down. Camille Playhouse, that's culture. You know why it's closing down? Because they don't have any money. They don't have any money. Because PUB stole it all. The city's not funding it. And the koala bears are going hungry. Hungry koalas.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot, man. I mean, no joke. That was
hungry koalas in Brownsville, Texas. Haven't seen a protest for my koalas.
Hey guys, with all this budget cuts, with all this unemployment, this is gonna be the new norm. Places like Camille Playhouse and the Gladys Porter Zoo, maybe other nonprofits, they're gonna suffer as well. So is this gonna be the deterioration of going to those type of social events, guys? Is that what we're going to?
Now, The Rock, back in 1920s, it was donated or it was gifted to the city of Brownsville by the Daughters of the Confederacy or something like that. It was so. If you're gonna remove it, the only thing that I see fit, if you're not gonna put it across the street in that museum that's there, then return the rock, return the gift, return it back to whoever gifted to you. And next time, City of Brownsville, do not accept any gifts, whether it's small or big or whatever. No land, no nothing.
No more grants.
No nothing.
No more puppy Trump checks. Jose, I take you up on your offer. Jose Colon Valles, I take you up on your offer. I will stand with you and fight.
I'll go as well.
Jose, you got 3 people here. I'll take you up on your offer, bro. Let's stand together. Let's fight for PUB.
Give me a week's notice so I can schedule myself.
And Jose Valles, you and I have had our differences. I'm here offering an olive branch. I'll stand with you, bro. And I'll stand with you for gay rights. I'll stand with you to remove the rock. I'll stand with you to protest Fronton Street.
But
everything.
I'll tell you what the problem is, though, because last time I disagreed with someone who didn't know me, obviously, and who is, part of the LGBTQ community, and he called me homophobic. You guys know me. You know, one of my best friends who I see all the time,
Frankie,
is gay.
Frankie,
yes. It's like, what? You can't just call people racist who don't agree with you. You can't call people homophobic who don't agree with you. I mean, we just don't agree sometimes with you. That's just it. It's not the whole culture. It's just what you're saying. Sometimes I don't agree with it. But I do agree that you're not alone, and we go. But you know what? If we're going to do it during the pandemic, we got to stay 6 feet apart.
Michael, and again, my LGBTQ community out there, guys, I'm always out there supporting y'all's events. Always have. And then I still get called homophobic. I get called homophobic. And I'm going like, me? I mean, I kiss people on the cheek. I mean, people that I know that are gay. Michael, you know that.
I know that too, yeah, because we know each other. We hang out.
It's there. There's nothing homophobic about you live and let live. People can be whoever they want. But I still get called a homophobic. A homophobe. And
that's what I say.
And I'm supporting every event, every cause. I'm out there. Pero COVID-19 is bad.
And if you don't agree with the rock being taken away, sabes que you're racist. What? How does that work?
I heard that. I actually go like, well, that's what you're just close-minded and you're homophobic because you're against the rock protest. I go, what? How does that even? I mean, I know rocks. How does that coincide? I mean,
if you really want to protest something, and I was going to post it like, if you really want to protest something in our society where it immediately impacts us and our state of mind, honestly. It's not police brutality because we don't really see it here. At least not that I'm aware of.
No.
But something we do see here, and if you want to protest something you do see here is animal abuse. Protest animal abuse. Animal abuse is prevalent in our community. Yeah. In our community, it's prevalent. Let's protest that because that can make an immediate impact in your community. And
Michael, you're right, Michael. Look. I do pet rescuing, guys. I do pet rescuing like a crazy man. I don't think no one has the network for pet rescuing that I have.
Yeah, no, you're very active. You are.
I love my pets, guys. Pero what Michael says is true. There's way too much abuse. Pero mira, let me tell you part of the other problem. And this is Michael's little buddy out there. Guys, I'll give you an example. I was out there. They called me at midnight when a horse had fallen into a ditch at midnight. Y me arranco. And I was able to get friends of mine, friends from the page, to go out there and help. And we were all out there working together to try to pull the horse out of the ditch. And, and I took a picture to tell people, hey, look at all these people that came out to help the horse. No. Then people take it wrong. Oh, Look at him. He's taking selfies. Y el horse está en el ditch. Are people stupid? Stupid? No, but shut up. I mean, really, guys, you put yourself out there to try to help. I know you're the evil one because you're taking selfies with a horse that's in danger. Stupids. Stupid people. Stupids. Ahora, it's bad enough that we have to deal a lot of times with the corrupt politicians, with the people that are stealing money from mi abuelito, mi abuelita, with their light bill, that we're dealing with la Silvia, robándose la lana de los kids, la Drew Brown, la racist perra, and the Prissy out there putting the vendors into TSC and flip-flopping Philip and little Eddie. Todavía I have to fight all those people, and I still have to fight the ignorant pieces of crap that are out there. Que no sé qué, que Erasmo's taking pictures with a dead horse. Shut up. Shut up, stupid. Shut up. Hey, but look at our example. Trump is having a rally with 1 million people. Bro,
why not?
We just called it out. Leadership should not put themselves in positions where they start to teach everything is okay.
But here's the thing. When CDC is coming out with, it's okay to mass protest because you're out in the open. So would it be okay if he moves it out to the open? I mean, if I was there and it was a Trump supporter, I was there, I wouldn't go to his rally just because I'm looking out for my family. But if they want to go get infected,
guys, I have a confession to make. I've been hiding it for a long time, but I'm going to finally make it public. Samuel Raúl Gutierrez is my son.
Look at his picture. Erasmo, put your head up a little bit.
There it is.
Oh, damn.
No denying that. No denying it.
Hey, el child support.
Take a picture. No, child support.
Damn, si pasan. Crazy.
Saúl, I make a confession. Samuel Raúl Gutierrez is my son. Son, no child support, love. I love you. You tell him. Hey, preach, brother. Erasmo Castro for president of the United States of America. Junior, I love you, man. 3 words. He said it. What did it mean? Guys, BISD. Let's finish out with BISD. Thanks for what you do. Thank you, Jessica. I love you. And send our best regards to the hubby. Let's finish out with BISD. BISD, anybody want to take a first shot at BISD before I go?
I'll follow you.
I did see some agenda items. I wanted to get your response to Erasmo in regards to the grading, the policy. There was some back and forth between the board members as to whose responsibility it was for this implementation of this new policy. Whether the issue was, up until spring break, the students had a certain grade. And then after the fact, after those 4-6 weeks, I believe, they saw a dip in grades, Michael, because obviously, students are at home, even though they receive packets or were doing the homework online, not everybody did it. So there was an attorney who did try and push the board members to change the policy, to allow the students to keep their grades from the 4-6 weeks. That's something that I could understand because not everybody has internet at home, as we could tell. Some students come from Matamoros. Some of them live. If you go past Bestedo, Michael, over there, it's a no man's land. Do they have access to? Do they have the resources available to them to complete the task, the homework? So that was one of the issues at Osmo. The grading. There was a back and forth. Some were saying, "Hey, this is for the board members to decide," and I believe Attorney Philip Cowan was saying, "No. This is the superintendent's responsibility. He's supposed to make that decision in regards to the grading." So that was one thing. Dr. Tipton, Prissy Roca Tipton, she abstained from her TSC. From the TSC agenda item in regards to the GED program. Again, we have previously spoken about it on Sunday, Michael, very quickly. The school district was giving over $167,000 to Youth Build, which I love. I'm all in favor of Youth Build. CDC, Brownsville, TSC, and TSTC to offer GED classes, which in 2018, BISD did this for free. And our issue was, Michael, that instead of us giving those jobs to TSC or to these other nonprofits or colleges, we should keep this in-house. Let's not be spending money on other people when we have attrition going on within the district. The next budget is going to be totally different compared to previous years because of the budget cuts across the board from the state and, obviously with the school district. So why are we going to outsource, Michael? Is it smart for us right now, whenever teachers aren't guaranteed a job, there's language in their contracts that makes them at-will employees? Why are we spending out money when we could keep this $167,000? Why are we sending it out? So that board member who is an employee for TSC, she abstained, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Erasmo, this is the first time that I've ever seen her abstain from an agenda item pertaining to TSC. There's been many issues in regards to this because her and Sylvia Atkinson had previously voted on things pertaining to TSC. So those were my interesting things. Right now, I believe they're in an executive session at Osmo. We have yet to hear about the extension in regards to the superintendent's contract for 1 year, which was placed on the agenda by Drew Brown and Prissy Roca-Tipton. We have the example at Osmo of Point Isabel ISD, which tabled the extension of Terry Alarcon, the superintendent. I believe she was also given 1 year. Michael, the only issue that I have is Dr. Sendejas made us into an A district. Right now, we don't know how to judge. We're not given a grade because of this pandemic. So we have a rookie, a freshman superintendent for the school district. It's his first year. Does he really merit a 1 year extension? Has he shown us? Has he demonstrated to us that he is deserving of this? In my opinion, he's not. That was my only issue. We should take the advice of Point Isabel of tabling this, waiting to give him more time to demonstrate to us that he's worthy of it. Erasmo.
Well, and just to introduce, what do you think about the mall being open? I love that the mall is open. I want the business in there to succeed. I just want us to maintain social distancing. Maintain your social distancing. Use your face covering, my bro, and we're gonna be good. The difference between the Point Isabel term contract and the BISD term contract is Terry Alarcon's contract is actually coming up.
Okay.
There's the difference.
Okay.
See, this contract, and that's what makes our issue a lot worse. Our contract is not coming up. So, I can understand. I don't understand why completely they would table Terry's contract if it's just about to come up, because I know for a fact that she's only been there for 2 years, a year and a half. It doesn't make any sense. And maybe she requires to get that contract. It's closer to coming to an end than our superintendent's contract. Our superintendent's contract is just starting, and they're going to push it up for an extra year, and it's going to happen, guys. I mean, they're still in the executive session. They're hashing it out right now. Look at the votes that they made right now. Their votes are very telling. You're going to look, guys. Yeah, I'm tired. Look at the votes, and you're going to see what vendors are pulling the strings. And if you listen to me, teachers, if you can't see the vendors that are pulling the strings on specific board members, then you are stupid. And again, my issue with that, guys, is that the teachers never win. Our students never win, because the only people that win are the vendors and the board members that pocket our kids' money. The only ones that win. The grading system was a scam. And teachers, y'all are guilty. Y'all are guilty. If you were out there saying something different than what I was saying, anything different than what I was saying, because you think that I didn't hear from my students that say, Oh no, the teacher said that you're lying, Erasmo, that you're not telling the truth. My teacher said that you were wrong. Well, guess what? Now everyone knows that I called it. If you were passing, you were going to pass. If you were failing, you were going to fail. I mean, if you're failing without being able to pass, you were going to fail. If you were failing and had the opportunity to pass, then the assignments were going to help you out. I also told teachers, Michael, you were here a couple of shows. I also told teachers all this crap that you have to do in regards to logging in and signing out and putting here and all that paperwork. ¿Sabes para qué sirvió todo ese paperwork, Michael?
For what?
Para que Minerva se limpiara el butt, el butt, and she needs a lot of help with that. It was for nothing, Michael.
I thought you were gonna say to cover the rock so they wouldn't see it.
Michael, it was for nothing. For nothing.
And they did work hard. I can attest to that because I'm married to a teacher, and they do work hard.
So it's just crazy, guys. Again, but teachers, first, some of y'all don't vote, and that's part of the problem. Second problem, some of y'all vote for Minerva Peña, and you're going to vote for flip-flopping Philip, and some of you are here going to vote for little Eddie. Why? I don't know. They need to go.
Well, I mean,
put you in this position.
I'll tell you one thing, and it goes from local to all the way up to the White House, right? If you're voting for the same individuals who just make promises and nothing has changed, and it's been more than 8 years, please vote them out. I mean, and I'm not saying because they're not good people. I'm saying they were given an opportunity and they haven't delivered. Only for that reason, vote them out.
Thank you.
Hey, we have a chance come November. We've been talking about this night in and night out. I hope it has resonated with our voters, with our constituents. We have a chance to change the dynamics of this board. There's 5 seats up for re-election. Currently, right now, the majority is Sylvia's chosen ones. So in November, we do have a chance to change the dynamics. We've talked about this over and over again. We have to vet our candidates. We have to see what their intentions are, who's funding their campaigns. What do they want out of this position? For far too long, many individuals have signed up for elected positions for their own enrichment, for their own professional, careers. When at the end of the day, it should be for the betterment of the community as a whole. We have a chance to do something amazing, but it's up to us. And as corny as it may sound, not everybody goes to vote, and your vote does matter. So we could hold your hand, we could tell you what to do, but ultimately it falls on each and every one of us to get all our friends and family to go out to vote. It's only like that we're going to be able to actually make a real difference.
I actually talked to a lot of my band directors out there, Jessica, and a lot of the band directors are going to start having different type of band practice online. Again, I don't know if they're actually going to do camp out together. If they do, it's a mistake, And they did take those pictures of our band students. Everyone's separated. It's not the case, guys. It didn't stay that way. I mean, it didn't show you the pictures of. Look, the pictures were a PR stunt. The superintendent said it. We called it out. Threw the pictures out there. It was a PR stunt. We showed you the video. The lady threw out their video of what really happened before they got set up for those pictures. So again, guys, and a lot of y'all were out there complaining about the lady. Do you want the truth, or do you want to continue to be told lies? Pictures lie, folks. Pictures lie. Do you want the truth, or do you want to continue to be lied to? And again, November is going to be very telling, because you're going to have the option to get individuals in there that will tell you the truth, or you're going to continue to practice insanity, because doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results is insanity. And there's only one insane person that we mentioned tonight. Well, there's not, but the main one, the queen, is Minerva Peña. She's the most insane individual out there. La mendiga penguin from Batman 1. Let's do a rally for Erasmo for mayor. Love you, Elizabeth. Talk to your friends in the courthouse, Frankie. Hook me up and I'll get you a seat.
Call me.
What are the COVID 1016 numbers? We haven't received them yet. But I received a text, guys. They are going to be massive high. Massive high. County still hasn't released numbers. It's a lot.
It's like they know that we're waiting for him, Erasmo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for him.
Gracias, Juani. Dios bendiga.
Your friend Raul.
Crazy map. Guys, we're still waiting for the numbers. No numbers. They're that bad. They're going to be that bad. That they have or have not thrown them out there. But as soon as they come in at any time of the night, a lot of you know that I don't sleep too much. So I'll be out here. I'll be out here. And Raul, the aliens should take Drew Brown back to her planet. Drew, Willy Wonka, Drew? Willy Wonka, Drew.
Someone earlier had asked if animal abuse was prevalent here in this area, and is people don't know that it's animal abuse. I mean, really, in their head, they don't understand it. And I'll give you an example with my business, right? With one of my businesses where I'm working at, we see a lot of tick and flea infested dogs. I mean, when I say infested, it's a massive infestation where they've just let it go on at least a month without anything. Right now, we're in the peak of tick and flea season. Now, people will say, well, a pet groom is not essential. That's until you have a flea and tick infested dog that's dying, getting eaten alive, and you don't know any better, or you don't care, or you don't really pay attention to your animal until you bring them into me and say, your dog is full of fleas and ticks. And they say, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Look, I mean, if you would just run your hand through it, that's a form of negligence at the very bare minimum, and these are things that we need to address. We need to, if you're going to have a pet, it's not just to satisfy your children for 3 months and then that pet grows up and you throw them to the backyard and you just throw scraps. If you're going to have a pet, you're going to take care of that pet and you're going to provide it all the care it needs. So, please right now, especially right now, take your pets to the vet. Bring them to any pet, not just to me. You bathe them at home. Just take care of your pets. Give them preventatives. So that's one form of animal abuse that's out there that people don't see it as animal abuse, but it is.
Just to make a correction, I actually have 75,000 followers, but who's counting? We still haven't gotten the numbers, guys, but it's already been past an hour, going to an hour and a half. It's been a great show. It's been a great evening. Guys, I'm feeling drained. And it's not because
COVID.
It's not because of Rona or because I'm yelling. It's just
today, rock.
Honestly, today, guys, I was literally posting like every 15, 20 minutes. Because there was a lot of news coming in. And look, guys, I post because it's fun for me. We do these things. I do these things, because they're fun for me. The day they stop being fun is that I'll literally stop doing them. Miguel, in regards to your aunt, call me or send me a text. I'll help you out. Guys, but we do it because we care. We come on here because we care. We want to give you a platform to voice your opinion, and I appreciate the love and the support that the community has given us. And again, guys, the only way that we're going to push forward and move this city where it needs to be is if we all work together, guys. We all work together and start focusing on the things that really affect our community as a whole. Michael, any last words?
If you're planning on going on Saturday to that march, you already got your wish. I'm hoping that you Do not go out there. Not because I'm against you or for you or anything. Just for the simple fact we're in a pandemic, and you don't need to be around 300, 400, 500 people. I mean, you just don't. So please don't go out there this Saturday.
Thank you, Frankie.
Once again, I challenge people on Friday morning. I'm going to be out there. Everybody wants to make a hoop and holler about Iraq. Let's hoop and holler about corruption, about people who have used our seat in an elected position for their own enrichment, for her family's enrichment. So I make that challenge to you. Victor, you had a question in regards to the scholarship. Once again, Brownsville Talk will be giving away $1,000 scholarship, $500 cash money reward. The details will be given out on Sunday night. We're just thinking of things of how we can have our the most possible involvement from our students. Make sure to tune in on Sunday night. Thank you so much, guys. There's been a lot going on. It's only a Tuesday. Hidalgo County reported 143 cases with 3 deaths. San Antonio has 430 cases. Dr. Eder Hernandez has previously stated, embrace for the worst. Is this an outbreak? I hope not. But Michael, it's beginning to look a lot like that. Father's Day is coming up. Everybody's going out to the island. So hopefully we can try and prevent this spread get even worse, Michael.
But how many of those were from the fights at the Ross and all that?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure it's because of that and because of the protest. Yeah. You're right.
Ganas tienes, animal. Guys.
¿Con quién peleas tú? Mira, o sea.
Oh, no, está peleándome con un idiota acá que, gente es idiota, tiene la cara toda tapada, imbécil. Those teachers who support the corrupt board are the ass kissers that get special privileges and promotions. Guys, again, we're gonna, Michael, ¿dónde está la máscara? Pestosa, sácala. El Johnny. Guys, say one more time, Erasmo. It's just a rock! Guys, I love y'all. I really care about y'all. Tomorrow, as soon as the numbers come out, we'll be out there posting them. Be careful about going into Matamoros. Tamaulipas is being considered a red hot zone. So again, it's not a good thing out there in Matamoros. Just to, be aware of your surroundings and stay close to each other. Gotta organize and get other people to run for those positions in the school district board. Enough of them using taxpayer money. Amen, brother. And again, hit me up for coffee, Jose Colon. Let's talk politics. Let's start uniting forces and let's start pushing this city forward. I'm all for it, man. Give me a call. You have my phone number, or let's meet up for coffee. God bless. Stay safe. Be good to each other, and please be good to me. God bless. Tomorrow, 9 a.m.